Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha and it's Halloween, so I'm going to show you guys how to make these awesome Jack Skellington cocoa bombs. Okay Cakenistas, so first I'm going to start with my white chocolate. You can also use candy melt. Spoiler, this is actually candy melt. So I melted it in the microwave, making sure that it did not burn. Then I'm going to cover my sphere silicone mold in my white chocolate or my candy melts. And I'm doing this with the back of a spoon. It's very easy to do. I then give the whole silicone mold a few taps just to settle that chocolate into any of those gaps that you may see. After that, I put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes, and then I bring it back out and I do the same thing again. And I actually put it in the refrigerator and then did that one more time. So this got 3 coatings of chocolate to make sure that it's intact and it does not break. So now we're going to fill these spheres with our hot cocoa and turn them into bombs. I am all for colored hot cocoa. The other time that I made hot cocoa bombs on the channel, I made pink hot chocolate. So here I want to do like a grayish hot chocolate for Halloween. I mean, if I can get black, then I want to get black, but I'll settle for gray. So I'm going to put some black gel dye in the bottom of my cocoa bombs, and then of course I'm going to put in my hot cocoa. You can make your own hot cocoa with creamer, cocoa powder, and sugar. I'm going to use some non-sugar added hot cocoa, and then I'm also going to add in some cappuccino mix, which is really delicious. It's really just heavy on creamer, and it's French vanilla flavor, so it just makes a really creamy hot cocoa. I'm going to also add in some sprinkles and some mini marshmallows. And you can add whatever else you want to, whatever little candies that you want to pop out of your cocoa bomb. This is the time to add them. To close my spheres, I put a plate in the microwave for about 1 minute, and that is just warm enough to melt my spheres so that I can use that melted chocolate on the rim as glue. Now comes the part that was time consuming. I'm using Wilton's Food Writers. I actually just found these in the store that day. I'm sure in a different circumstance I would be super impressed with them, but in this situation it was just annoying. I'm just gonna be honest, but it got the job done, and that's what really matters. So I'm pretty much just going to freehand my Jack Skellington faces onto my cocoa bombs, and you can pretty much Google Jack Skellington facial expressions and you will find plenty of them. The chocolate that is glossy, the pen didn't want to work on, but when I kind of rubbed it a little bit and made it matte, it was like the perfect receiver for my food writer ink. I also ended up bringing out some black gel dye and just dipping my pen in that gel dye and then going ahead and filling in my facial expression. You can even use a toothpick to trace the face before you actually go in with your edible dye. You can also use a paintbrush and gel dye. So the technique for this that I learned is to go in once and it looks super messy and it doesn't look pitch black. It's like da-da-da. But then once you let that dry for about 15 to 20 minutes, then the second coating will cover a lot better. And honestly, I was wishing that I had some black disco dust, because I would have patted the disco dust onto the eyes and made it that much more glamorous and couture. But we're gonna settle for what we have here and stay true to the character. After I finished my 3 faces for my cocoa bombs, I made little bow ties with some striped ribbon. They are so cute. On the side, I have some hot almond milk, and it does have a little splash of eggnog in there. The moment that I drop in that cocoa bomb, I'm loving the way that ink just bleeds out into the milk, and then immediately the cocoa bomb opens up and releases those marshmallows. I don't know where the sprinkles went, but I'm not mad because I'm just loving the color right now. So because this is like a small pitcher, really for like 2 servings of cocoa, I put 2 bombs in there. The marshmallows are just giving me all types of life. The gel dye from the inside and the outside of the cocoa bombs are turning this a beautiful dark gray. I'm loving it. So that is how I made these Jack Skellington cocoa bombs. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all soon. Couture and a Jack Skellington cake. Well, wait, cocoa bombs. I'm so used to making cake. Bye guys.